You're watching Open House. Now we're with New York-based chef and restaurateur Frank Prisinzano. For about 20 years, Frank has held sway over a mini restaurant empire in New York's East Village. But when he wants to get away, he heads down to his refuge in Miami Beach. Behind his casual, relaxed beach bungalow is a sculptural gem designed by architect Christian Wassman. Its unique shape was actually determined by the trajectory of the sun during the summer solstice. Hence its name, the Sun Path House. It also happens to be a pretty fabulous place to entertain al fresco.
My name is Frank. I'm the chef and owner of Frank Little Frankie's and Supper Restaurants in New York City. Welcome to Miami Beach. This is my house. We call it Sun Path House. Let's go inside and take a look. This is a 1930s bungalow. It's landmarked under the city of Miami Beach. And I really fell in love with this courtyard here. It felt very European to me. And I really wanted to put a table in here where I could have lunch and, just hang out. So since this was landmarked, I wasn't able to change anything in this courtyard, but I was able to plant my own herb garden. The freshest, the most amazing basil, parsley, Italian parsley always. Amazing. Mint, rosemary. This huge plant over here is a big thing of lemongrass. Wow. And the bungalow, I kept it exactly the way I found it. Let's go inside and take a look. So this is a classic Miami bungalow. We kept everything exactly the same, all the historic doors, everything. But I did add, of course, one or two personal touches here to make it more at home. So we put in this natural edge bar over here, and we built a table right here in the dining room to match. So I'm a chef, and I really like the idea of interacting with my guests, so I really wanted the kitchen to be, to be opened up. So we took everything out, and we made it very, very open and very, very inviting. But enough about old Miami. Let's go in the backyard and take a look at new Miami. So ever since I was a kid, I always wanted a tree house. So I finally built one. But this is a chef's tree house, and it's actually built around a pizza oven. But more on that later. So the unique shape of this house, the curve, was designed by my architect Christian Wassman to follow the path of the sun on the longest day of the year. And that's why we call it the Sun Path House. So the ground floor, all about entertaining. We have the round table, we have the pizza oven, and the pool. Now, let me show you upstairs. The master bedroom is really my oasis. I wanted a place where I can get away from New York and relax and enjoy the Miami sun. So since the house is all made out of concrete, I wanted to bring a lot of real walnut in here to warm the house up. And to mimic the shape of the house and to sit properly inside the curve, of course, we needed a round bed. And over here, I have a 1965, my birth year penny, sitting right at the axis point where the actual sun during the longest day of the year makes its trajectory across the sky. So it is a tree house, so we wanted to wrap it in foliage, and it creates, that feeling of being up inside a tree. So we figured out this unique vine system with all these cables where the vines could climb up the house and cool the house down. So I'm a man that's very comfortable in his own skin. So I wanted a real open plan, so the bathroom has no door, everything is all open to the elements. So speaking of the elements, let's go take a look at the last floor, the roof. So up here we have the hot tub, the roof deck to get the sun, and of course, the flue pipe for the pizza oven right up top. And let me show you one more thing. So this is why every kid wants a tree house, to be as high as the trees. So I just love this view, but I'm getting hungry. So let's go make something in the pizza oven. My three restaurants are all different areas of Italy. They represent all different areas of Italy, but the one singular thing that runs through them all is simple Italian food. So when you have a wood-burning oven, the oven itself is going to create amazing food. So we have some really simple items here, some famous things that I make. One is our whole roasted eggplant, which you need a wood-burning oven for. We're going to char the skin. The actual flesh becomes soft and supple. We're going to roast some peppers. We're going to make a marinara pizza and a margherita pizza, the two most classic Neapolitan pizzas. And for a little taste of Miami, we have this beautiful whole yellowtail. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create the pizza sauce, which we do with canned San Marzano tomatoes. Right inside this little bowl. And then we're going to crush them by hand. What makes a great kitchen at home is flow. You have to have everything within your fingertips. And sometimes a smaller kitchen ends up being a better kitchen because you don't have to walk around so much. You want to be able to create this kind of dance. And I only need to make a few moves to get to whatever I need to get to. So now we're gonna clean up some garlic. Slices of raw garlic inside the pizza sauce won't really cook inside the oven. The butt of a knife, and with our hand, smash it right down like that. And that goes right inside. You know, my grandparents, came from Italy, so probably the biggest secret to the success of my food has been the fact that I represent Italy, but at the same time, I don't forget that I'm in the United States. Now we want to get some fresh basil in, so this is our fresh basil from the garden, so we're just gonna pull the leaves out. So this is when it really makes a difference to have those fresh herbs outside. Wow. So we're just gonna rough chop it, because we want it to kind of burst also on the pizza. And now we're just gonna get a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper in here. And then we're also gonna work in some Celtic gray sea salt. This is one of the best salts in the world. I'm an animal with this stuff. Now we need to get our mozzarella di bufala. This is a local, free-range, grass-fed mozzarella cheese that I found here in Miami. For a pizza, you want like diced mozzarella like this. So when the cheese melts, it doesn't color and it doesn't break. So I'm gonna cook a fish here, a yellowtail, local yellowtail, stuffed with fresh herbs. We're gonna create an herb pesto. Because of the super high temperatures inside that oven, it's gonna create a little steam environment inside the cavity of the fish. Lemongrass, rosemary, parsley. And then I'm gonna coat the fish with olive oil and salt and pepper. Enough with the prep. Let's cook this bad boy. So this whole concept for this house started with this pizza. So everything started here. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna roast these eggplants whole. Let's roast the peppers. Once the pepper's all black, now we're gonna let them steam in a bowl to make it easy to take the skin off. So now we're gonna roast the whole fish. Now it's time for the main event, the pizza. I'm gonna put some down on the table, some flour down, and we're gonna use our hands to open up the pizza. 2 nice little spoons of sauce, we're gonna spread it out. Mozzarella cheese. Make it beautiful. So the fish is done. Wow. So this is what it's all about here at Sunpath House. Nice open fire, cooking some eggplants, some pizzas, some fresh fish in beautiful Miami Beach. Cheers, and thanks for stopping by.